This weekend, two new members are going to be inducted into the Broncos Ring of Fame, both from the Orange Crush era. Riley Odoms redefined the tight end position in the NFL, blending size, speed, and very reliable hands. Steve Foley also will be inducted on Sunday, the former college quarterback who played corner, safety on one of the great defenses in pro football history. Steve set a record that still stands, as 44 interceptions remain the most in Denver Bronco history. And he joins us here today before a big weekend. And when I say a big weekend, I was thinking of all the alumni that are coming, but you come from a big family and some of them are coming too.
Well, not some, but a bunch. I'm going to have like 90 to 100 just immediate family members.
Because you're one of how many?
One of 13.
This is an exciting weekend, though, and I think a lot of people thought you belonged in a long time ago, and that becomes immaterial when you have your weekend and a chance to get together with the alumni. It's always been a great alumni group.
Well, you know, there's so many guys that could be standing where I'm standing, and we had such a great defense and offense back then, and with the Orange Crush, that whole Orange Crush could be, they should have a plaque that just Orange Crush defense.
Will you, holding that team record, the 44 interceptions, I imagine you want to thank Dan Fouts, because he threw a bunch of them to you.
I think I had about 15 from Dan Fouts. That's almost a third, and I do want to thank him personally. But
oh, good. One of your 90 relatives phoning in, of course.
Hold up, I'll be right back.
Talk about that team, because that was, I think, one of the great magical teams of all time. A lot of people didn't see you guys coming, but you did. You saw yourselves about to become a great team.
You know, we had all the makings of a great team that John Ralston had assembled. And then Red Miller took over, and Red Miller gave us the chutzpah and to say that we were going to beat the Raiders. He said, you guys haven't been doing very well against the Raiders, but where I come from, the New England Patriots, we own those guys. And I can't repeat a lot of the language that Red used, but he gave us the confidence that we could go out, and it was going to be a war, but we were going to beat the Raiders. And we pretty much thrashed them for my 11-year career.
And it's funny because you look back at that now and you look at that team, and when you looked around the locker room, you saw your teammates. Bronco fans look around and see some of the great Broncos to ever play were on that defensive team back in 1977.
Well, you look at Barney Chavis, Reuben Carter, Lyle Alzado, Bob Swenson, Joe Rizzo, Randy Gradishar, Tom Jackson, Louis Wright, Billy Thompson, Bernard Jackson, and me on the right corner, just those guys. And our offense was loaded too.
But our fans, just like you did, can name those 11. That starting 11 on that defense became the stuff of legend.
Yeah, it was. Hey, it was a great group of men, and that's probably the most satisfying thing for me is that, yeah, we were great football players. We were a great team. We had great coaches. Joe Collier was second to none. He was a genius among defensive coordinators, and I gotta thank him for looking at a guy like me who played quarterback in college and saying, hey, I think he's got the skill set to fit in here. I just wish he wouldn't have left me at corner so long. That was a tough position.
About half your career, first third of your career?
About 5 years at corner, and then I was thankful right in the middle of the season they traded Bernard Jackson, and we got Aaron Kyle, and they moved me to free safety, and I'm like, what do I do?
How much fun is it going to be this weekend to see those old uniforms back? Because that's the look you see.
That is going to be fun. I think it's going to look good on the team. And I tell you what, the team is starting to peak. They're starting to find a little. When you find a way to win like they did on the road, that's pretty big. And they haven't touched their potential yet. They've
struggled with the Raiders. They need Red to come back and give them that speech.
Well, Sean Payton will give them a good speech. I'm looking for them to dominate the Raiders.
Well, on behalf of so many people, congratulations. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, even with all that family in town, but all your old teammates in too. It's going to be a wonderful ride.
It's going to be a great time. I can't wait to see all these guys.
Thanks for coming in, Steve.
You bet.
It's good to see you. We'll see you this weekend.
All right.